Hello again. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody out there? Hello, hello, hello. So we should be back up now. I've re-imaged the card, so it's all brand new. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Let's play with the Mac for a little bit, shall we? Hello, Glenson. How you doing, young man? Sorry about that. We're all back at full speed now. Yeah, I've re-imaged the card. It takes about 10 minutes or so. It's nice and easy. Funny thing is, if you ask the Amiga to do it, it'd be doing it for about 4 hours. Abuse, I remember Abuse. Oh, I don't remember that. Last time I played this, oh, I remember that. It was when the game was new. I used to play it before I went to work and on an afternoon for a few hours. You had to move him, shoot with the mouse and move with the arrow keys, I think. Vaguely remember. Or is it indeed a secret? Hey, you're back. Hi, Jan. Yeah, I'm back. Footloose and fancy free. What are you doing, Amiga? What's happening? It's giving me a load of negative vibes. What's going on? How do you quit Fusion? It's not Fusion, it's the other one. Oh, I don't know what the quit button is. Oh, Amiga reset. I should have looked at the instructions, perhaps. Yeah, I've re-imaged the card. It's fine. Shapeshifter. Yep, shapeshifter. Ah, shapeshifter. I can't remember what the quit key is. Oh, I didn't mean that. Like that. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter. README. Are you in the README? Supports this, that, and a bit of the other. Okay. Oh, never mind all that nonsense. Graphics memory MISC. MISC. What's the quit key? What's the quit key? Prefs. What's the quit key? Oh, I can't remember. Floppy serial, it's none of those. Oh. Oh. E. Oh. Well, we just make it as we go along. Get on with it. Soft FPU, I noticed there in the bottom corner. Yeah. So that must be how it manages to run Duke Nukem 3D. Marathon Links. What was I playing? I was playing can't remember what it was. Don't know. Let's see if Warcraft 2 works. Are you going to load that? Or are you going to give me an error? Okay. So if I click that, that'll reboot, won't it? Bet it does. What are you doing, Amiga? Have you bombed out? I think you have. Oh, perhaps you haven't. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Okay, put it out your misery. Nice how old Apple users use FSU and Apple to run old Apple programs. Well, emulation's so good now, basically you can run anything, can't you? It won't be long before they're emulating the PS4 and the Xbox. You watch, they'll be doing it in no time. Let's try Fusion. I like Fusion. I know what I'm doing in Fusion. That's better. Oh, see, it's much friendlier. Ooh. King's Quest. I would imagine it's all the same stuff from the same drive. Let's even get Larry beat up. Ooh, we don't like that. It's got the ump on. Do you know what? I think this gold3 might not be that stable. There's definitely a few issues here with gold3. But that's okay, that's what betas are for. Let's see what's wrong. What's actually in programs? What can we play with?
Hello and welcome to the Retro Hour podcast, episode number 34, your weekly dose of retro gaming and technology news with me, Dan Wood.
And me, Rappy Abbott.
Just before the August bank holiday weekend here in the UK. That means summer is almost over.
Yeah, I know, it's starting to feel a bit cold.
Jan, yeah, I would like to see it a bit more stable. Well, Gold 2 is perfectly stable, Jan, there's no problem. It's just that I wanted to run the experimental build today just to see what it did. Dan Wood, yeah. Yeah, Dan's a nice guy, Dan. I was having a few beers with him last week. What are these, MP3s? YouTube will have something to say if I play those.
Smaller design with less connections. You can finish this quicker, bring it out, and then make a second version come. Right?
Okay, fair enough. What else we got? Amiga load, what's that? Is that a CPU load? It is. Okay, cool. Annotate. I can't annotate, I haven't got a microphone. PDF. Cygnus. Daily Tracker. Opus. Dissolve. I could have done with that a few minutes ago. Gold Head. Hippo. That's the sound player. iGame. Game installer. Let's play a few games. That's it now. We've done all the serious stuff. Let's faff about. Oh, let's play Strive. I just noticed it there. Does it work? Chocolate Doom. I'm not sure if this will work. It might do, but it might not. But it could. But I'm not sure. Well, that's good so far. Loads quicker, much quicker than it did on my 1260. Cool. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you. Stabby, stabby, stab. Wait. Don't shoot me. I'm unarmed, apart from my stabby thing. You picked up a clip of bullets. Never mind that, I need a gun. Need a gun, need a gun. Why have I got a gun? I got a gun. Why have I got a gun? I ain't got a gun. Oh, I need to get the bow and arrow, don't I? Wait.
In a small world, word travels fast. I hear you just removed some obstacles from your path. Nice work. Are you interested in some more lucrative projects? Good. Some friends of mine need someone silenced. Belden is being held by the Order in their sanctuary. There's a rarely used entrance by a small pier off the river which is unguarded. Get in, shut him up, and bring his ring back to me as proof.
Okay.
I'll guarantee 50 gold, and if you return without setting off every alarm in town, there's the chance to earn much, much more. And here's a little helper that should give you an edge.
Anything to do with 3D, Jan, pretty much the vampire will speed it up massively. If anything is
Good. Remember, his
CPU intensive, then yeah, it will benefit hugely by the vampire. I missed your question then, what was that? Okay, whatever you said. What am I doing? Got to sneak somewhere, haven't I? Get off. Actually, I love this game, but I can't remember a damn thing about it now. There's a secret entrance somewhere down here. No, that's not it. Entering sanctuary. I might do some 3D stuff tomorrow, some lightwave and some 3D rendering. I haven't done any 3D rendering for 25 years. But what did we used to do? There was a car and some letters, weren't there? ABC or something, and a cow or something. God, it was such a long time ago. But yeah, I might do a bit tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm going to do a few jobs. Can't go that way. So must go. Can't go that way, can't go that way, can't go that way. Get off. Oi, I'm in battle. Ah. Cool. Nope. Nope. What do you mean no? Entering the town. I don't want to enter the town. We're back in Sanctuary. Yeah, yeah. It'd be quite nice to run some 3D stuff. I remember my friend, he had a, I think he bought I'm sure it was a 600, brand new, in sort of late 92, October time, I can't remember. And I don't want any trouble, stay away from me, I've had enough trouble with what that bastard Harris did to me. He promised me money, instead I got to look forward to being questioned by the programmer. Okay, thanks, bye. Let's see how Lightwave renders, Mike, with the vamp. Hopefully not days like it was then. Yeah, yeah. He had a 600, and I think he had an ID hard drive on it. And he phoned me up. And he said, "I can do 3D rendering now." I said, "All right." Didn't really know what it was, so I went through to his house, and he rendered. I think it was a red car, and he set it off, and it took the whole of the night to render this car, and it looked pretty much like a child had drawn it in square blocks. I mean, it was impressive, I suppose, but you know, I did find it difficult to be particularly impressed, to be honest. It was so slow. But yeah, might even be like that. Anyway, might even be Lightwave on this thing. Let's have a look.
What about the rebellion?
What about the rebellion? I've got tea to drink. I can't do everything. I can't get involved with your petty problems. Rescue yourself. Right. Productivity. Is it predictive? Image FX. I don't ever remember using Image FX. Photogenics. Well, it looks like a big no. Let's have a look at this. I remember the name, but I don't know what it does. Well, I would imagine it's booted into a... Yeah, it has. Alright, menu, nav off. Yeah. But it was 3D, says Glenton, in 91. Yeah, it was 3D in 91. Yeah. Completely pointless. Open, okay. Go on then. Open. Render. Do something. Oh. If you switch into resolutions, I'll be well naffed off. Now what are you doing? Ugh. I remember Cinema 4D spread freely on the CU Amiga cover disc. Yeah, I remember that. Render. Low res. Amiga. Why low res? Let's have high resness. That's better. Image FX, no design. Render 16. No, let's have many colours of many colours. Open. Why won't you open? Oh, quit. Pain in the arse. Do you want to quit? Yes, I do. Shut up. Yeah, I do. Toward the end of the Amiga, well, to all computers really. You always know when they're sort of on their dying legs, or last legs, or whatever. When they start giving away all the software that used to cost a fortune, when you get it free or for next to nothing, you know the platform's on its dying breath. And the Amiga was no different. The magazines used to have tons of stuff on the cover discs, like you say. I can't remember what now, but there was always a pack full of games, and there was loads of animation stuff and film stuff for editing your film, which was completely pointless unless you had the hardware that went with it. But anyway, photogenics, I don't know what that is. Okay, Nolan. Ooh, cool. Druck. Okay, Druck. Let's have a gallery. Let's have Eric Swartz. Ah, cool. Grr. Ah, okay. Ah, Sabrina. Okay. Survivor. Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to have that as a desktop. Might draw my own. What else we got? Whatever that is. No, not that one. That one. What's a JBF? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nicked. Scala. Oh yeah, Scala. That's right. Yeah, I had Scala. I did actually buy Scala a few years later. And I did like Scala. I started getting into Scala, but I've forgotten all of it now. And I did a few years ago. I bought a boxed pack of the Scala 500 with the manual and everything. It wasn't cheap, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get back into it. Yeah, it was. That was what it was. MM300. And I'll be buggered if I know where it is. I've put it down somewhere, but I can't find it. But yeah, I used to like Scala. I used to do slideshows and animation things and all sorts of stuff with it. Quite liked it. Photogenics. I don't know this at all, photogenics. Why is it in German? Half-Life. Can't we have it in English? Change O, language O. Yeah. Often. Yeah, often. Go on then. Ooh. No. What's quit? Often. No. No. No, it's got to be Vasalasa. Go on then. Well, yep, that'll do. Cool. Yeah, you and me both. But it was great at the time. It was great at the time. I thought the Amiga was... the funny thing is, I got my Amiga in 1988, early 88. And I was so impressed, and disappointed at the same time. Because I had seen some of the software that was coming, the photos of it in magazines, things. Wow, it's amazing. And then when you went to the shops to buy some stuff for it, there wasn't a great deal for the Amiga, and what there was generally pretty naff. Some of the better stuff was available, but it used to cost a fortune. The cheaper stuff was junk usually. It wasn't until a year or two later that the good stuff really started coming through. But there was always a lot of really crap software for the Amiga. But the magazines were amazing. They used to give away demos and stuff, so you could actually see if stuff was any good. But when you started getting it for free, you just knew something was happening. D-Paint, Wordsworth, TurboCalc. What is TurboCalc? Spreadsheet, is it? Looks like it. Yeah, as soon as they start giving stuff away for free, you know you're on a loser. The machine's doomed, I'm afraid. I thought there was a ZX Spectrum. What's a PCX? Is that a PlayStation? Let's have a look. PCX. Can't be. It looks like a Mac. ECS. ECS? Well, if you say so. Right. PC utilities. Oh, it's a PC emulator, is it? I don't know. Yeah, same feeling, says Jan. Yep. I started losing interest in the Amiga about 92. I was so disappointed. I had an A500 and the 600 had just been released and the 1200 was coming. Yeah, DOS emulator, yeah. And no chip RAM. Oh yeah, better reboot then. The 600 had just been released and everybody was slating it. The magazines were slagging it off. Nobody wanted it. None of my friends wanted it who were interested in Amigas. What's the point of it? And then they were talking about buying PCs, 386s and 486s. And I thought, no, there'll be a good Amiga coming next. And there was. The 1200 came 6 months later. But by then they'd already released the Commodore 64 games console, which nobody wanted. They were all cheap. I think they were £50 they were selling them off. The C64 itself, the Terminator packs were out and they were reduced in price. And the 600 was reduced in price very quickly. And it all had a bargain basement sort of buy it cheap sort of feeling about buying anything by Commodore. And it was really disappointing because I always thought the Commodore machines were a quality product. And I really wanted them to be a quality product. I was so disappointed. And then my friend bought an A1200. And I remember him showing me Epic. The game, Epic. It was a 3D space thing, like a Wing Commander type, Elite type thing. And it was so slow, this thing. It had black and white spaceships, 3D rendered, and it was sort of 3 frames per second or something. I was so deeply disappointed in it. I just bought this thing. It was, I don't know what it was, £299 or something. And I thought, what a piece of junk. Because I was so used to the Amiga being the best. I mean, when the 500 came along and the 1000, nothing could touch them. But this was a piece of junk. And then most of the A1200 games were simply A500 ones with a more colourful logo screen. So, completely lost interest. But when they announced the CD32, I did go and buy one. Because I saw Rise of the Robots. And I thought, that looks amazing. And I read the review, well the previews, not the reviews. When you fight, the bolts fall off the robots and things. I thought, that looks fantastic. Got to get that. And that was junk. And that, it really put me off the Amiga. And I bought, oh, what came with it? The thing where you're inside the guy's body. And you're in a tunnel. Like the veins and arteries of the person. And that was garbage as well. It's the only good game I had in it was Liberation. So I sold it and bought a 486 and played Doom, Wolfenstein 3D and Star Wars thing. And I was perfectly happy. I didn't regret it at all. It wasn't until years later I regretted selling the Amiga stuff, my Amiga stuff. And eventually I started buying the Amiga stuff back again about 10 years later. But there you go. But I've been chatting at great length with David Pleasance, the Commodore manager of Great Britain. He's got some interesting stories. Jan says, here in the Netherlands, when the Amiga came, the 64 was completely off the market, as I remember. People still have them though. Alright. It took 25 years for the 600 to become fashionable. Now try and buy one for peanuts, you can't. Do you know what? I remember buying A600s for £10. not that many years ago. Nobody wanted them, but it's the vampire that's made them popular. The whole retro thing, I suppose. Any video interview? Who with? David? No, I didn't record. Everything was off the record we were talking about. I can't really repeat what he was saying. A lot of it is going to be in his new book anyway that's coming out at Christmas time. So I'll keep quiet out of respect. Jan says that won't happen again. It won't. We were very lucky. How old are you, Jan? How old are you, Glenson, by the way? That's a good demo. Don't crash. Friend up. Yeah, and me, matey. Luckily I have a few. Yeah. Yeah, friend up. Yes, yeah. Oh, £10. Oh, right. Okay, £10 won't happen again. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can't get them for nothing now. I think the Amiga 500s are still cheap, aren't they? The Amiga 500s have always been cheap. Friend up. Yes, you have to. Friend up still hasn't got me hooked. There are much cleverer people than me that I've been talking to over the weekend, who are absolutely fascinated and 100% behind Friend Up. I'm not as clever as these people, and it's not got me hooked at all, so I'm missing something. I must be. I don't know what it is. I need to spend some time with Friend Up, get into it. I have an account, I've got it all set up, I have been using it, but I'm just not hooked yet. I need to do a video on Friend Up, I suppose. Alright, yeah, that's alright. Used to do that before. Yeah, that's okay. It used to crash before, so I can't moan at gold3 for that. Is gold3 just as buggy as gold2? No, is gold3 just as... Was gold2 buggy? I thought gold2 was pretty stable. I didn't have many problems with gold2. gold3 is more buggy, but this is a very early beta, so you would expect it to be buggy. That's why they haven't released it yet. It does need quite a few more things sorting out. But gold2 was pretty stable. I didn't have many problems with gold2. It did crash occasionally, but it's an Amiga. There's one thing they're particularly good at, it's crashing. But fortunately they can reboot and be back running in 30 seconds. But yes, it is more buggy than Go2, definitely. But it is, or the one I'm using anyway, is a very early beta. The one that the Apollo guys are working on currently is considerably more stable. Let's do some demos. Let's do some old school. Why are the letters the wrong way around? Clean up by nom. Okay, snapshot. But yeah, I mean, no Guru meditation at once. No, that's true. There hasn't been a Guru meditation. The thing is, if you're a certain age, 30s, 40s, and older, I presume, we were lucky enough to experience the 8-bit and 16-bit era, and 30-bit, 32-bit, and 64. But the 8-bit and the 16-bit, far more interested than any crap we've got now. They'll never ever beat the boot up time of an Amiga. You're right. You're absolutely right. But once it booted up, there wasn't a lot you can do with it. At least if you boot up. I mean, the thing is with the Amiga, it was fast, it was quick, but it was lightweight and it was slim and all the rest of it. Yes, it booted up fast. Yes, it did things quickly-ish most of the time. But there wasn't an enormous amount it could do if you compare it to a modern operating system. But if you go back in time and compare it to Windows 3 or 2 or whatever it was about in the A1000 era, they were very much apples for apples. What am I doing here? clean up by name I want. Where's that gone? There it is. 100 most remembered C64 tunes. Oh, bloody, now you're talking. Thanks for using Roadshow. It's been a perfect pleasure. Come on then. Have I beat you to the change? Have I even clicked on it? No, probably not. Help to quit. Okay. I like a complete board running stable. I need to update it often. That's what makes me want to. They're waiting to buy one. Mega interested. Yeah. Cover your ears, Mike's getting naughty. Can't you make it any louder? Yeah, I can. I just don't want to deafen people. For some reason it's playing through one channel and it's already telling me it's really loud. It's being muted because I'm talking, I suppose. If I shut up, it'll be loud. Bit loud, very loud. Is it too loud? It's in the red, it's saying that's too loud, surely. Oh, we're in stereo now for some reason. Some weeks, what is this? What's it doing? Oh, it's drawing something. Is it? Oh no, it's slowed down. That's not right. I was being ironic. Oh, sorry, mate. I haven't got when the chat window's on. I can't see the volume meter, so I don't know how loud it is. So I do apologise if it's been deafening. Oh, quit. That's slow and awful. Shut up. Yeah, you just blew my laptop speakers. Sorry. The command you failed. Shut up. Did you guys ever get swap the demo discs and things back in the day? I have had headphones flying through the house. Sorry. Should be epilepsy inducing. Copyright strike going. Yeah, it could be. That's a bit of sample speech. Oh yeah. No? I thought there'd be some speech. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good, actually. Well, at least they've remixed it. Techno, 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 yeah. Some of it I did quite like back in the day, but a lot of it was utter garbage. Can you remember, what was it? Ears are good, ears are good. No, ears are good. What was that? Shaman. Oh. Okay, shut up, to unlimited. Ain't you doing any Ray? I need to doff. Ooh, what's that supposed to say? Come on, English. I can't understand that. I can barely understand English. Command return. Yeah, alright, shut up. 8-bit jungle. 9 fingers. That's a famous one. I'd like to see they've changed the quick key to help. Jeff Jones, to be honest, Mike, never did a lot of the demo scene, more games than anything. But seeing these now, I wish I had. I was exactly the same. I was more interested in, I don't know, Prince of Persia or Flashback than demos. But I did have a couple, and I was deeply impressed by some of them. Can't remember what they were though. They were too unlimited. Oh, yo, Michael, where did you obtain the gold3 beta? I had it. Someone sent it to me, kindly. Oh, hello. It crashed. It's throwing a bit of a wobble, isn't it? Yeah, someone sent it to me. Yeah, it's a bit up tempo, wasn't it? Nine fingers. Too unlimited. 3D demo. Well, you were talking about 3D. 3D should go like stink. Should do. It would be nice when they get 9 fingers. It would be nice when they get ECS running through the HDMI. This is not. I was having a chat with some of the Commodore engineers a year or two ago, and they were talking about glancing missing red channel. What is? They were talking about some of the software that they wrote on the Amiga back in the early days, and Carl Sassenrath, who wrote the operating system, he said we thought we were pretty good coders until we saw some of the Swedish and Finnish demos from Europe. We got some of them back to Commodore in the States, and someone was passing them around the discs, and they were saying we were absolutely blown away with what they could do with our machines, because they were doing things in software that we didn't know they could do. So even the Commodore engineers were impressed by the demos. Proud. Yeah, the colour, you mean? Well, they. Could well be that the RGB is not plugged in properly. I've noticed my LCD has got a slight red tint to it that I never had before. Jeff Jones, the Swedes and Finns are always clever buggers. They are some fantastic coders. No doubt about that. wanted games and things with speech, and I never understood why. The game has never had a lot of speech until later, when I realised that it was just simply because there weren't enough room to get it on the floppy. Or a bug. It could be Glenson. Sitting inside when it's winter, and those winters are long. Yeah, absolutely. Could well be. Mind you, it's quite nice if you snuggle up to a nice Swedish girl, I'm sure. I don't recognise this demo at all, so I can't tell if it's running properly or not. Let's find one we know and see if the colours are working. Get rid of that. It could well be the colours are playing up. Wouldn't surprise me at all. What do we know? What do we know? God, there's millions of these bloody things. Yes, no wonder it's 32 gig, this thing. David Pearson, is that run on ECS or HDMI? It's on HDMI at the moment, but it's cutting into RGB for playing OCS stuff. I'm trying to think of the ones I know. Looks a bit garbage. Yeah, it does. It does look a bit garbage. I'm trying to think of a demo that I know. I have it on floppy and red was missing. Alright, okay. Okay. Yep. I don't know why R particularly, but why not? Ray of Hope. What do we know? Desert Dreams? Can't think of any names of demos now. DOS. Do the Bartman. Oh God. Desert Dream. Help to quit. Okay. Yeah, you and Norwegian Roger, my mate, works over there. He said how sharp you are at coding. There seems to be a lot of blue on the screen and not many other colours. You need to be playing some Desert Strike. I used to love Desert Strike. That was great. And the Amiga version had speech on it. That the Sega Mega Drive didn't. So I felt that was great. I was always one of them. It's possible I've plugged an RGB lead in that's got a problem with colour. I do have one. Michael, any TBL demos you could show off? Black Lotus. Ooh. Possibly, but you'll have to give me some names. And it'll have to be OCS or ECS compatible. Yeah, red's missing. Yeah, I think I've got a bad lead here. So you'll have to excuse the colours. I'll swap the lead over tomorrow. Are you still playing it? What, Desert Strike? I don't think I've played it for bloody years. There's a moth just flown in the bedroom. This is the size of a pterodactyl. Where's that gone? Bloody great thing. Look, will you switch over and stop messing me about? Thank you. Right, Black Lotus. Oof, Black Lotus. Let's have a look. I'll have to look that up because I don't know the names. Black Lotus ECS demo. Okay. Purgatory by the Black Lotus. Okay, let's see if we've got that. Ooh. I'm not sure the age of these demos that they've included, so who knows. I just spell Purgatory, P-U-R. Well, that's a quack up straight away. Total Brain Collapse, ECS OCS, okay. Watch out, it'll eat you alive. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Yeah, I could do, but it'll kill the stream. It's just a pain in the neck, really, killing the stream. I think what I've done is I've just picked up. Excuse me. I've just picked up our an RGB lead that was sitting on the desk, and one of them's got a loose wire in it. It might be that one. Total Brain Collapse. Oh, I know that feeling well. 15 people watching. That is the most I've ever had watching on a stream. So hello guys to everybody out there. Clean up by name. What am I looking for? Total Brain Collapse. I've just had a total brain collapse. Total Chaos. Okay. Magica by Black Lotus. You've set me a challenge here. I don't hear how the moth's hunting sound, so he has it eaten already. I don't know where it's gone. No doubt I'll find it later. Magia. Mega demos. Okay. Is there any more in here? Oh yeah, loads of stuff. But none that we want. Okay. Mike is the moth muncher. Well, I refuse to comment on such things. Flower by... That's Amiga, that's not bloody Black Lotus. So, to be honest, I'm only familiar with Black Lotus for doing the AGA stuff. Don't remember the OCS stuff. He'll find you when he's hungry. Well, that's a fantastic picture. Black Lotus Captured Dreams. That's a brilliant picture. Amiga demo. Look. AGA. There we go. Twisted Minds, OCS. Okay. Let's see what we got. Clean up by Nom. Twisted AGA. Not quite the same. That's why I have my lights out. Do you know what? Hang on a minute, I'm going to close the window. There's creatures eating each other trying to get in. Naff off. Don't listen to bloody flying pterodactyls all night when I'm trying to sleep. What am I looking for? Twisted something. Twisted Minds. No. Okay. Fucker, spelt with a P. PH. No. Okay. From a C64 with 2 suckers on the phone, Commodore winch still makes me glow inside. Yeah. They used a lot of the project music on demos back in the 90s, which was nice. Yeah. Purgatory. Purgatory. No. Okay. And the last one is Nugget. It's the last OCS demo. So this is it. This is Do or Die. Nugget. Oof. Oh, Nugget. There you go. One of them. Got one Black Lotus demo. Here we go, kids. Strap yourselves in. Yeah, the colours are not right, are they? Too blue, man. Too blue. The Black Lotus. Nice music. We'll have to play these tomorrow when I sort the RGB lead out. Bit of a scary image. I saw the project live in '92. Cool. Says Jim. Oh, this is annoying, isn't it? Why is the colours off? Be awesome in RGB. Look, you can have GB but not RGB. Let me just flick through the resolutions.